Hi there Capricorn, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your monthly intuitive tarot reading for September. September already, Capricorn, isn't that amazing? It's going very fast this year. So anyway, plenty of cards. Let's get started, Capricorn. I'm going to begin by pulling you an overarching energy from the Rider-Waite, and I'll be then moving on to the oracle cards before your tarot story. I have the Eight of Swords here, Capricorn. Now this really is the card of the self-imposed prison, holding yourself back. Maybe it's a self-limiting belief. Maybe it's your self-esteem, your self-confidence. Maybe it's the scripts of the past that tell us that we're not good enough, that we can't do something. It's time to break free from all of that, Capricorn. You know, what I see in this card when I look at it is that this person is bound around the third eye, the heart, and the gut, our intuitive centers. And swords is the energy of the intellect, the mind. And when we get stuck in the mind, we disconnect from our own internal wisdom. So it's time for you to connect with that again. I've got the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck as I pull this, which is your wind of change. You know, it really is that energy to free you from this. So we're going to see where this goes, Capricorn, and what else comes out. Let's go to the Sacred Power reading cards next. It's time to liberate yourself, to rise above what is keeping you small, keeping you confined, keeping you trapped. And it could be an illusion. Well, this is an illusion. The Eight of Swords is an illusion of being stuck and being trapped, but it's usually through our own limitation. Sometimes it can be through, you know, the manipulation of others. That illusion card is kind of the devil energy for me. It's time to see clearly, to see through anything that is illusionary energy and get your freedom. Liberation, freedom. This reminds me of the Chariot, this card, you know, that's pulled by those black and white sphinxes, which stand for our, you know, indecision, our duality, our being in two minds about something. But it's when we have clear vision and intuition and we make congruent, aligned decisions for ourselves, that's when we charge forward at pace in one single direction, the direction of freedom. Capricorn. Let's go to the Work Your Light deck. We've got the theme shaping up, I feel. Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Yeah, I mean, you might need to take a stronger approach to self-care, you know. Some of these thoughts and scripts are your own, Capricorn, and it's time to break those now and tell yourself positive things. Let's go to the Yogic path. There it goes. Okay. Master. Yeah. Okay, that's a big energy. I'll just get that one for you. I don't know that by heart. So Master, Capricorn, is the goddess of radical self-transcendence. And it says that you're waking up and experiencing the radical pleasure of letting go. Liberation, freedom. And Master, the headless goddess, has come to guide you in this massive state of transformation as you turn passion into spiritual energy. And it says, don't fear the state of transition. It's her gift to you to transmute the darkest times into the most powerful energies. Wow, I really feel like a lot of this is a personal transformation, Capricorn, back into your power, back into your, you know, your inner temple where you can access your inner wisdom. Let's get the tarot story out for you, Capricorn. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, Capricorn, you are your own magician. You are the one to make this happen. That is your present energy. I feel like you are waking up to that fact. Your blocks or challenges, Seven of Swords, the undermining, maybe the feeling small by your own hand or somebody else's. Let's get the advice from Spirit or Tarot. Another Seven of Cups. There was another sign that had both of these as well. That's the illusion that we've just seen in the Oracle cards. Outcome or near future energy, the Hanged Man. You're going to need to take a new perspective here, Capricorn, in order to get to your new beginning, your golden gift. Okay, let's clarify. I'm going to include that bottom of the deck energy. Clarifying the Magician. That card that flipped at the bottom is the Magician again. I'm having so much of Major Arcana clarified with Major Arcana, but I didn't have my intention clear, so I'm going to carry on. 8 of Cups, 4 of Wands. Let's clarify the 7 of Swords. Clarify the 7 of Swords, please, for Capricorn. I've got the 3 of Swords, and I have Akashic Records, which is my card of predestiny. Definitely a karmic lesson in this Capricorn. Yeah, I mean, maybe some hurts, but we've got to keep in mind that the future is bright ahead, I say, is the coming out in 2. Sorry, guys. 10 of Pentacles and the Sun. That is such positive energy that is behind this illusion, but it's about waking up to the illusion this month. Let's clarify the Hanged Man. It's through seeing the truth that the Hanged Man liberates him or herself. 9 of Pentacles is most definitely a card of shining in your own light, the freedom, the liberation. This is a journey to liberation this month, Capricorn. Okay, let's read this. So we have a theme of freedom, of seeking freedom beyond being bound, beyond some kind of illusionary energy. Now, in your present, this can also be the recent past as well. We have the Magician, 8 of Cups, and 4 of Wands. So I feel like the situation that has kind of got you into this hole, you know, got you into this feeling of being stuck, is related to this 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups is a situation where we begin to feel stuck because we are lacking the fulfillment that we truly desire. Yeah, there's been 8 Cups, and that's great. But you know that there's a 9 of Cups, there's a wish fulfillment, there's a wish that's not fulfilled in a situation, and I think that's what started to make that mind go, you know, there's something better out there for me, what am I going to do, how am I going to get out of this situation? And, you know, I think that's what you really need to release yourself from. With the 4 of Wands here, I feel like the situation exists in one of your, you know, really foundational situations of your life. It's most likely in a relationship for many of you. It can be in work. I mean, that's what can kind of create our sense of home, which the 4 of Wands can be. The 4 of Wands can also stand for a commitment. So I feel like it's something that you've really committed to, you've really given your heart and your loyalty to, whether it is a, you know, a business venture with a friend or a marriage or committed relationship. You know, you gave it your all, it fulfilled you for a certain amount of time, but now you're sensing that it's not it. But I'm sure you got the karmic lessons out of it that you needed to here, Capricorn. But there is also a sense here in the situation that maybe there's something you're not seeing as well that might be going on behind the scenes, and maybe that's also why there's kind of this niggling sort of mental energy going on. The Magician, though, is you beginning to wake up, Capricorn, and beginning to wake up to the fact that you are the one that can change your situation. Generally, no one else can rescue us. We need to rescue ourselves, right? And the Magician is the awakening to the fact that you've got everything you need now, Capricorn, to do it now. You don't have to wait. The time is now when the Magician comes in. You have the emotional intelligence of the Cup, the resourcefulness of the Pentacle, the power and passion and energy of the Wand, and the intellect of the Sword. So with that, you know, it's time to rise above, to, you know, release yourself from the situation and get on and create the abundance and the best life and the wish fulfillment, the 9 of Cups, somewhere else. The Magician is, you know, that saying of as above, so below. So it's time to shift the energy out of any self-limiting beliefs that might be holding us in a denser, lower vibrational energy, because that's when we just keep on in that self-perpetuating cycle of attracting more of that to us. We want to raise our vibration so that we can then start magnetizing towards us the gifts that we truly deserve, like the Ace of Pentacles over there. So that's what I'm feeling. You've fallen out of love or out of fulfillment with a situation that you committed to in your life, and you are starting to dream of something more fulfilling, something bigger, something better for you. And I'm not talking in material sense there, I'm talking metaphorically. So the blocks or challenges, there may be something that you're not seeing in this situation. We've got illusion as an oracle card. We have the Seven of Cups, illusionary energy. We have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords, there can be a lot of levels to this card, but it can speak of betrayal, of sabotage. It could be your self-sabotage here, or it could be by the hand of someone else, somebody that might be using their mental energy in unconstructive ways against you through manipulation or harsh words or put-downs that may have affected your self-esteem. It's that kind of energy. Can be someone physically taking from you also. And, you know, maybe you haven't sort of brought the situation to a head or done anything about it, Capricorn, because you kind of know there's going to be hurt involved. Three of Swords, and sometimes for a period of time it's easier not to look, right? It's easier to play into the illusion. But, you know, Spirit or Tarot is saying it's time to face this head on, time to see behind the scenes, time to see what's really going on, because what's going on is going on, whether you choose to look at it or not. So why not see the truth? Go through any hurt and healing and pain and recovery so that you can move on with your life, right? Akashic Records is an extra major arcana in this particular tarot deck, the Starchild Tarot Akashic series, and it really is my card of predestiny when I see this. So I feel like there has been some lessons in this for you, right? The lessons might not be to trust everybody at face value, to see what's going on, or the lesson could be around, you know, your own energy hygiene and making sure that you don't fall into that negative thinking, that pattern that can end up, you know, in depression if it goes too far. You know, Akashic Records is that concept that our soul has a store of information of everything it's experienced throughout the lifetimes, and even, you know, what you've signed up for in this lifetime. And there is free will, guys, always free will. And I never tell anyone what to do in these readings. However, I believe that there are the big lessons that we came here to achieve in this lifetime. And when the Akashic Record card goes off, it's kind of like, I always think of it like loading a file in the hard drive, right? It's time for this lesson to play out, right? This file is loading. So there is a lesson in it, and you're being asked this time, are you going to see through the illusion? Are you going to face this head on? Maybe that's a pattern of yours that you've kind of played into it before. The universe is saying, I want you to end that karmic lesson by looking straight on beyond the surface. Seven of Cups with the Sun and the Ten of Pentacles. So Seven of Cups is seeing, you know, see beyond the illusion. Let the light shine on this, whatever this is for you. And the Seven of Cups can be an illusionary energy. It can be the hollow promises that, you know, we have been led to believe by other people. Things not, you know, being all that they seem on the surface. All that glitters is not gold. It can be following the sensual pleasures of the ego without looking at what's behind something. So it's kind of like, it's interesting because we've got two number sevens in this reading, and in tarot that's a number of understanding and attainment. So there's a sense here that, you know, there is some deeper understanding that needs to be gained about the situation, and I feel like what you're hoping to achieve or attain out of the situation is never going to materialize. It's always going to be an illusion. So it's now time to accept that, to acknowledge that, the Hanged Man, and move on. Because this here, the Sun and the Ten of Pentacles, is a omen to say, you know, this is the worst of it. Looking at the situation and seeing beyond the illusion is the worst of it, and then you'll be guided forward. The Sun is the most positive card in the tarot deck, guys, and it comes to shine light onto the areas that may need looking at in your life. It says that your next chapter, if you can overcome this challenge, is just so bright ahead. Now with the Ten of Pentacles here, I'm seeing this as a couple of different things. Like, this is a 10, this is a completion. And the Pentacles can relate to our financial situation, our home. It's all the physical, earthly stuff, our job, how we make our money. So I'm feeling that there could be a completion, whatever the situation relates to, a completion in that area. And then the tarot is saying, and then the sun's going to come out, and then you're turning into the positive corner. Or it could say that the situation is maybe holding you back from really achieving that best life, that 10 of Pentacles reality as well. So either way, you're being guided, and the sun is such a fantastic omen to have. Now, Capricorn, the result or outcome energy, Hanged Man and the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. I mean, the Hanged Man is that energy of, okay, I'm suspended, I've been suspended, but you're beginning to become enlightened because you're looking beyond the surface of the situation. And it's like you'll get to a point where there's that aha moment of seeing clearly, accepting the situation. Maybe you've had to really flip it on its head and look at it from a different perspective to get to that point. And then there'll be a point of surrender. And it's that point of accepting what it is, accepting that maybe there has been illusionary energy, accepting this for however it's turned out to be. That is your point of liberation. That's what I'm feeling. And then we die the death of the Hanged Man, right? We die the death. It's the card that comes after justice. So there might be a justice situation here too. And then we are seeking the liberation. And it's looking good for you, Capricorn, because you started this reading showing up as the 8 of Swords. And now you are showing up as the 9 of Pentacles. And for me, this is a card of shining so brightly, independent, self-sufficient, total magnetic energy, high vibe energy, also success, money, quality. So I don't think you're going to be missing out on this situation. Quite the opposite. I feel like it's going to be abundant for you in some kind of way. And I would also go as far as saying it's going to lead to new opportunities as well. Ace of Pentacles, is that golden gift, is the divine reward for the one who can liberate themselves, for the one who can commit to freedom. It comes to the one who's overcome challenges, gone through that portal, completed the situation. So this could be a new commitment, a new home, a new way to make money, a new offering. And it's going to have you successful, and 1 pentacle becoming 9 very quickly. So there is true success on the other side of this situation, Capricorn. I feel like the karmic lesson here is to see beyond the illusion and to accept that, not all that glitters is gold, and accept it, release yourself, liberate yourself, free yourself, and then you're moving on to much bigger and better things here. Okay, Capricorn, I am going to leave it there, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. Do keep in mind it's a general reading for the collective. It won't be everyone's story this month, but I'm sure there's pieces of it that everyone can take. If you feel called to share, please do leave me a comment. I do read them all and try and respond to as many as I can. It helps me get to know you guys and connect with your energies, and I will see you back here throughout the month for plenty more readings.